Hi Leos, how are you? Welcome back. So I decided to do a January love reading for you all because there is a big astrological event happening on January 21st, and that's the lunar eclipse in Leo. Now, that lunar eclipse in conjunction with other planetary aspects brings about secrets coming to life, truths being revealed, people are showing their true colors, as well as a lot of frustration and anxiety around this time too, because of Mars specifically. And there's also a big chance of miscommunication, misunderstandings. So my advice to you and my guidance to you would be to kind of be patient around this time. And if you know that there's an area of your life that you're not prepared of, and you kind of feel like a little iffy, and then you don't feel like there is a strong foundation, make the steps to really look at that and then build the foundation. Do whatever steps needed to be taken in order to strengthen that foundation. And that be like in any aspect of your life, but specifically in relationships. So now I'm going to pull just a few cards. I'm not going to do full reading like I did for January, just because I just want to see what messages come through for you, and then what advice and guidance the cards have for you at this moment in time. And know that the effects of the lunar eclipse are going to be felt for up to 6 months from the lunar eclipse. So whatever you're going to be doing now, know that the consequences of those actions will have repercussions up to 6 months. But also the other thing I have to mention is not everybody's going to feel this eclipse the same way. It all depends on your planetary aspects, where all your planets are, in what houses, in what zodiac signs, and all of that really is important to know exactly how much you're going to be affected and in what way. But let me just pull some cards for you, Leos, and let's see how your love life and relationships are going to look like around this time. Okay, so let's see. First card, I have the Chariot in reversed. Okay, slow down. Then we have the Hierophant in reversed. Okay, Queen of Cups, and then we have the Temperance. Wow, Leo, you have the most major arcana cards that anybody else that I've did so far. So this lunar eclipse for you is going to be major. Now, not for all of you Leos, but overall for the majority of you, this is going to be a really important time. And especially, I feel like the most important thing for you to take away from this, if you don't take anything else, is that be patient and be empathetic and understanding towards others. I think those are my two main things. If you do that during this time, you will get through it in a positive way. Now let's start with the beginning. So we have the Chariot in reverse and the Hierophant in reversed. The Chariot, to me, in reverse, it's when it speaks to relationships, and especially with the Hierophant, well, this is a very modern Hierophant in this deck, where he's already breaking the rules of what society thinks normal relationships should be, I should say, or conventional relationships should be like. Now, when it's in reversed, I feel like the Hierophant, and it's number 5. Number 5 is it's about changes, right? And then we have another 5 with the Chariot in reverse, which is number 7. So we have 5 and 2. Well, I think it's going to be a time of change for you, but also kind of take it slow. Don't rush into things. So for you, Leos that are single, what the advice of the cards is, don't rush to get into a relationship just now. Don't really be so let yourself be infatuated by the person and just kind of like feet first versus like thinking with your brain a little bit, and really like putting, not only making a pro and con list, but more like really looking at the situation objectively and not subjectively, because there might be a chance that if you rush into something, it might not be the commitment that you're looking for, because the Hierophant, it's all about commitment. Now when it's in reversed, I feel it's like, you know, it's letting go of conventional thinking, right? But also, I don't know, with this too, it's almost like I feel like it's kind of dropping one person. So for some of you, you might be actually dealing with maybe involved in a third party that might be breaking a commitment, a relationship around this time. Or the other thing with the Hierophant in reversed, I feel like maybe some of you are involved in relationships that are quite conventional and open relationship, or whatever that case might be for you. But note that there is the important thing with that is really not rushing into really like a big commitment, because really around this time, especially like around January 21st, there's it's not recommended to really commit to a relationship just yet. Just wait till like maybe mid-February and something like that, and just kind of feel the person out. Now for you that are in a committed relationship, I feel like there might be a chance of maybe it's something that you've been seeing coming, and there might be a breakup, there might be a separation of some sorts, or they might be just some, not necessarily a separation in the sense of a divorce or in the sense of like you breaking up, but maybe a separation in the sense of maybe you kind of just trying new things, trying something out of the ordinary, but there's something that you've been thinking about and you've been talking about for a while. And I'm saying that because of the Chariot in reversed. So it's not something that's like, oh, right at the blue. So that's another message that's coming through. But for you singles, I feel like it's really, don't rush into new relationships because it might not be the commitment that you're looking for. Now, with the next two cards, we have the Queen of Cups and the Temperance. Now, I think in these two cards, the main thing, like I said, it's being nurturing, being loving, understanding, and a patient. But also the main focus on these cards is the woman. So I think it speaks about the feminine side, speaks about letting your sexuality you know, be known, just embody that, and be okay with, or and if you're not okay with being sexual and sensual, experiment with that. Let yourself just, you know, maybe turn off the lights and dance in front of the mirror if you don't feel comfortable other people and yourself seeing yourself in the mirror. But it's worth exploring that. It's worth you know, getting that out of yourself, because with the Queen of Cups, I think it's I don't know, with both of them, they're just so sensual. There's just so much femininity and so much like sweetness and care, but also at the same time power. I feel like, I don't know if you can really tell from the images, but to me it speaks like really embody your feminine side, embody your nurturing side, because, you know, and then not only towards others but towards yourself to begin with. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect other people to love you? You know, and I think for you, Leos, you are the ruler of the zodiac. You are the king, the lion, right? You're the ruler of the animal kingdom. So you kind of have to be the role model in a sense towards others. So I feel a lot of people might be looking up to you for you to provide that example of how do you embody that femininity, embody that nurturing aspect, understanding, you know, aspect of ourselves and of others towards, you know, other people around us, it being like in any type of relationship. So for you singles, really it's more about, you know, like really just put yourself first around this time, you know, like nurture yourself, and then try to feed every aspect of your life equally. You know, whatever you feel like it's lacking, try to feed that too, but it also starts from within. So what I mean by that is really you have to be the one that is doing that for yourself. You can't expect others to do it for you, right? because once you get into that point, you know, you're going to attract people in your life, and you're going to attract partners that are going to be willing and more than happy to provide you with the things that you want in life. But you have to find that nurturing side of yourself, and you have to nurture yourself first. And for you that are coupled, I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful time for some of you, where it's just going to be, you know, after this really tumultuous time of maybe exploring new things, or maybe some like conventional or like some routines being shaken, or maybe, you know, just like exploring some other aspects of your relationship that you haven't thought of, you know, that would bring maybe some like sense of peace too, and then some sense of like a almost a rebirth of that relationship, if that makes sense. But let me pull some oracle cards and see what other message comes through for you, Leos. Okay, let's see. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I think that speaks to the Queen of Cups, where it's like, because she's just giving, and she's just, you know, such a mother figure, that she gives without, you know, having a condition, without really thinking about it, getting anything in return. But I think it's really, it's being open and then receptive to things. So, but also it starts within, right? If you're not open within yourself, if you're not, seeing those things in you, if you don't see the things in yourself that, yes, I deserve love and I'm lovable, or I, you know, anybody would be happy to be with me, then, you know, you won't be able to find that. So by opening that up, by you know, looking that face on that issue, you know, you will attract that back. And let's see one more. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Well, that's it, you know, that's, once you're open, it's going to be so much easier to flirt. But I don't know if it's one first and then the other, or like what's the order of this. It's for you to decide. But so for you that are coupled, I feel like, you know, with this, with the Hierophant in reverse, and then with it's safe for you to love, I feel like it's encouraging for you to try new things in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom in the relationship. Because you have a partner that is very protective of you, very supportive of you, very understanding and very loving of you, and accepting of you, of all of you. So go ahead and try new things. It's a good time to do so. And for you that are single, you know, find that feminine energy within you. Find that like goddess energy, and be open to whatever experience comes along, and be understanding and be accepting of it, be it good, be it bad, it doesn't really matter, but be open, and then kind of just let yourself have fun with these energies around this time. So I think that's it for now, Leo. And if you resonated with this reading, please like my video, and if you're looking forward to what's in store for you in the month of February, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you then. Bye, Leos.